Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you what I've chosen for our kindergartner for her curriculum for the year. The first thing I want to show you guys is her reading and math curriculums, and then I'll kind of go through her work binder and what we do as a group and everything like that. So the first two subjects, reading and math, are individual. Now for reading, I have a lot to show you because I kind of switch it up based on what she's interested in and what's most fun for her that day, because I still feel like reading should be very, I guess, child-led. Like, I'm telling her what to learn, but I want to make sure she's enjoying it. Okay, if that makes sense. Because to me, the most important thing is that she learns to really love reading. And so I go at her pace. I am going to do an update on how I teach my child to read video, because when I made that video, I was teaching my first daughter and I'm on my third now. Not daughter, but third child. So I have changed how I teach reading. And it's a little bit more of a relaxed approach and a little bit more of like an interest and just to create a joy of reading. So let me get started with reading. If you watch my preschool videos, which she was in pre-K last year, I use this little thing that I tore out of a workbook, and we would do a letter chant every day to learn the sounds of letters. So it was super easy way, but she learned all of her letter sounds last year in pre-K, and we just simply said, A says ant. And I just taught first sounds. So I didn't take, like for A, you have the sounds and I just taught last year. So this year we're getting into, okay, she now can differentiate between like vowels and consonants, and that vowels say a short sound, a long sound, and then they make a broad sound. So we're learning all that this year. But like I said, we're going very slow and just kind of at her pace. So this I still keep, and we still go through this sometimes, but now we talk about how they make more than one sound. So that's the first thing I use. I also just keep a couple of books in her. This is like her little reading bin. So I keep a couple of books in here that I might pull from time to time. This is just the Dr. Seuss ABCs. I have the app for this on my phone, so she can actually go through and it reads the book to her, and it's kind of like interactive. So she does that sometimes. This one is Doodling Dragons. This book has all of the letter sounds in it, and it uses them in words. And it doesn't come with her Logic of English curriculum, but it's made by them, and I bought it separate to go with that curriculum. So it'll say, like, the G, it says G, ja, and then you talk about the different sounds it makes. So this book's fun for just learning sounds and introducing, like the second sounds and third sounds of letters. I just keep a tablet for writing in there. Now let's get into the actual curriculum. So the first curriculum that I'm using this year is something that I've never used before for reading, and it's not in here. Hang on one second. It's over here. Back. Okay, sorry. We were just using this earlier, so it was out of place. But this is her, this is the Good and the Beautiful reading program, and it is the Level K Primer course book. So there's a Level K Primer and then there's a Level K. This one comes before, and since we hadn't done anything with this curriculum before, even though she knew her letter sounds and stuff like that, it also teaches some like grammar topics and just different things that I didn't really want to skip over. So I'm starting her in Level K Primer this year for kindergarten, and it's been great. She really enjoys it. With this, we got this little mini book, and this has just really simple stories that they can start to read and just kind of gain confidence. And it goes along with the lessons. So like the first one, I don't think you can see it, but it says like, I sit, I dig. These are the sentences on each page. So it just starts out really slow and easy and gentle, which I love because, again, I don't want her to feel stressed about it or like she can't do it. I always want to just instill confidence and that joy of reading. So we're doing this about every other day, and it just now started having us read in this book, so we're doing that also. And then I'm still using my old like favorite curriculum. This one, again, we're doing like every other day, but it depends. Some days we do both curriculums at once because she's just into it and she's having fun. Some days we do none of their curriculums and we just read and we work on, like, I let her pick one of her favorite books and I read some of the words and I let her read some of the words. I really kind of just go with what she's interested in that day. But this curriculum I love, and I couldn't just not use it just because I'm trying to be more relaxed with reading. I mean, this curriculum to me is just amazing. It is the
Logic of English Foundations curriculum, and I do have her on level A. My other two kids have gone all the way from level A through level D, and it is amazing. Like, it just teaches so much. I've learned like about rules and like spelling rules and phonics and grammar stuff that I didn't even know. I love this curriculum. It's fun. It's easy to teach, but I do not use all of it, I will say. I use a portion of it. So let me just give you an example. From lesson one, the first thing you have here is the phonemic awareness. I'll go through all that with them because that's really what I'm using for this curriculum for, is like phonograms and spelling rules. So I'll go through that. The handwriting I don't use. I don't know. I don't really care for it, but I don't dislike it, but I don't like it, I guess. So I don't use any of the handwriting. Let's see what else it has. Oh, it'll have things like compound words. I'll do all that. Basically do everything except handwriting and spelling. It doesn't even start spelling in A, so that hasn't come up yet. But when it gets to where it does like weekly spelling words, I just found that kind of hard to teach. So I do think I'm kind of cheap with my curriculums, and I didn't buy everything that's supposed to come with a curriculum. I bought the teacher book and the student workbook for all the levels, and that's pretty much it. So I think for the spelling, if you're going to use the spelling, you need some of the other things that they have, because just trying to teach it off of just this, it was too difficult and confusing even for me. So I don't use the spelling, don't use the writing, but I definitely use it for all the phonogram and like grammar type stuff, and it's spelling rules. It teaches the spelling rules, and we go through that, but we don't go through the actual like spelling word list, if that makes sense. So this is what she's doing for reading. The foundations, level A. We are working with the good and the beautiful, level K primer. When she's done with this, we'll move on to level K. This will be done probably at the rate she's going in like a month or two, maybe 3, I don't know. But anyways, whenever she's done with this, we'll move on to K. And then I just use books, guys. I mean, that's pretty simple for reading. So that is her reading curriculum for kindergarten. All right. Then we move on to math. So for math, I just get this little bucket right here, and this is so perfect that it all fits nicely in this little bucket. But this is our math bucket. It says Math K on the front. This is from The Good and the Beautiful, and everything that you see in this bucket did come with the curriculum. So I bought it as a set. It all comes together, the book, the manipulatives, everything. So this is the course book. There's actually 2 of them. This is book 1, and then book 2 is on a shelf I have back there. We're not to book 2 yet, so this is book 1. I'm going to do a little bit, I'll probably do an in-depth review of this because I love it. I just love it. I have used Right Start in the past for my kids starting out, especially in kindergarten, first and second, and I love Right Start. However, I just kind of wanted to try something new, and I like this better. It kind of has a lot of the concepts, the hands-on stuff of Right Start, and but it's just so much easier to teach and so much less time. And I still feel like she's learning just as much, but it's just a little bit easier on me. It's really fun and exciting for her, and it takes us 15 to 20 minutes a day, which is great. Because in kindergarten, I don't think I need to spend, 45 minutes on math. Which even with Right Start, let me back up, you wouldn't be doing 45 minutes, starting out on like level A. But it gets up there and it gets a little bit harder to teach and it's more involved. And so anyways, I like this. Let me go real quickly and just show you a sample lesson, I guess. Okay, here's lesson 1. So each day she does this daily dose thing. It'll be in this kind of gray section. She'll do the calendar, which it comes with. It comes with a little My Calendar. She does that. We don't do this all the time because, as I'm going to show you later, me and all 3 kids do calendar as a group together. So this is just kind of redundant. So I haven't been using this. I started out using it, but we're not using it anymore. But it is still a really good calendar. It's just we do it together as a group. The second thing she does every day is I demonstrate writing the date for her. And then she also does this place value chart. She has these little shape cards, and for now she's learned she's using the first 5 shapes. The square's in here somewhere. These plus the square, I put them face down, and she has to draw one without knowing what it is. And then she records what she drew on her shape graph. Let me find. Here it is. Shape shuffle. So she does that, and then it does have another page to do more. After that, it'll have just different things for you to do for that day. The one thing I really like about this is that it's something different every day. And I'm just going to show you real quick because I said I wasn't going to ramble on about it, but it'll have maybe stuff for you to cut out and glue. It'll have sometimes like a story that goes along with it. And then like right now we're doing the bee manipulatives. So they're these little bees. I don't know if you can see that. Little bees. And they're like little counters and stuff, and it'll go along with the story, and it's just really fun. So that's the math. It came with all kinds of curriculum or manipulatives, little blocks, lots of these little different kinds of counters. Let's see, these are the little place value pieces for the place value chart. It came with pattern blocks. These are the pattern blocks. So then it comes with 10 frames that you use. It comes with a handwriting card and a part whole chart. So lots of neat stuff to make the learning hands-on and fun for little ones. So that is her math curriculum. It is the Good and the Beautiful Level K math. And we love it. She really enjoys it. I really enjoy teaching it. It's easy, it's quick, it's good stuff. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is her work binder that I made for her. Whoop, upside down. Most everything else we do is kind of in here. I mean, I have separate books for it, but it's in here. So I'll go through this real quick. So the first thing she has in here is her calendar. And like I said, this is something that we've just always done as a group, and I just keep doing it because, I don't know, it's fun. And the kids kind of know like what's going on. So I made them these little calendar books, and just every month they glue in this calendar piece. They write the month up top, they can decorate it, and then we write out the days, and we just do all the stuff that goes along with calendar. Months of the year, days of the week, how many days till this day, counting up, skip counting, all that fun stuff with the calendar. The next thing she has in here is her Bible and morning work. And then for vocabulary, I'm still using what I used last year because we don't do this all the time, but it's the vocabulary cartoons. So it'll just have a word like collide. I will have them copy the word and then draw a picture that reminds them of collide. We'll use it in a couple sentences and talk about what it means. And here is an example of one of the words she did. Oh, you guys can't see that. It's hoax. And she drew a little picture of a ghost because it's a person dressed up as a ghost. So that was the hoax. So that was cute. And the next thing we have is geography. I am teaching my kindergartner geography because I have 2 older kids and we're doing geography, and so she does it with us. I don't know how much of it she's going to remember or retain, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter. She's having fun. For geography, I just actually made a geography book, if you will, and put it in here. So this is the cover of it. It says the states book, and the states that are colored in are the ones we've gone over so far. And then each state has the map again, and you have to find the state and color it on the map. They do the state flower, the state flag. They write the name of the state and the capital, and then we watch a video on Homeschool Pop about that state. And I also use this book, the United States Atlas, and we go through each state and read what it has and talk about it. I usually spend about 2 days on each state, and then we have a big map up on the wall, and we write in the states and the capitals, and we go over that over and over and over again. Okay, the next thing in the notebook is science. So for science this year, I'm using for all of the kiddos the Good and the Beautiful science units, and we are on marine biology, and this is just a notebook that I put it in because it just comes with the sheets, but it's pretty awesome. I'll do a curriculum review on this possibly as well, but I'll show you some of the stuff she's made with it. She made this marine invertebrates booklet, and this is definitely over the head of a kindergartner, but it's cool because she still remembers some stuff from it. We talked about like cnidarians, and she tells me what she wants to write in as her facts, and I write them in for her. So she had that, and I don't know, it's a cute little book. So she's made that. We did the Oceans of the World. So she labeled her little Oceans of the World sheet. She did a good job with that. We've done a couple of little experiments with the curriculum. This one was really fun. This was a salt and water experiment, or salt water experiment using an egg. So what you're seeing here is a drawing of the cup with the egg in it. So anyways, that's what she uses for science, the good and the beautiful science units, and we'll keep using those throughout the year. I'm not sure which unit we're going to get next, but we're really enjoying the marine biology right now. And then the last thing I have in here in her notebook is her journal section. So as you can see, like at the beginning of the school year, for journal, she was, to get an idea, she was picking like out a sticker, and then she was coming up with a story about it, and I was writing the story down. That's kind of how we started out. And now she is kind of writing some of the stuff herself. Let me see what I can find here. Okay, so this was kind of in the middle. She was writing, this was an assignment to write like a recipe about your favorite food. And she wrote, I like salad. And then she had me write out what she likes about it and the ingredients, and she drew a picture of it. This was an assignment about perseverance, and she wrote, dance was hard, but now it's easy. Super cute. And she drew some sort of picture. I like candy lollipops. Oh, I like this candy lollipop. It is tasty. It is shaped like a pumpkin. I don't have her do that every day, and if she doesn't want to do it, then she doesn't have to do it. But right now she really enjoys doing it. If she can't write something, she'll ask me to write it. But she's kind of in that phase right now where she wants to write everything herself. So that's what she's doing. The last thing I have is not really curriculum, but it's just something that I recently added because she really loves to do fun workbook stuff. But I got her this Highlights Kindergarten, the big fun workbook. And I will say this is probably my favorite little workbook that I've got. It has a lot of really fun stuff. I just want to show you a couple things. Like it'll have, for the letter section, which is just the orange, thank you buddy, it'll have like the letter, then it will have some activities over here to do with it, and then it'll have another fun activity where you have to find, a lot of them has like the pictures of things that start with the letter N. This is like a little maze. I don't know, it's just really cute stuff. So this has been a really fun workbook for her. She likes that as well. And that is it for my curriculum for kindergarten. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and soon I'll be doing my second graders curriculum and my fifth grader curriculum videos. So we will see you soon. Bye!